the two that just go, like, not I would say back, like Mercury is like one of those players I feel like has really got MPG figured out. Like a lot of the rest of the Philly PR, like either like they really just like have not taken a set off of MPG, or like they do occasionally. I mean, Beast and MPG have been a lot more even lately, but man, Mercury just has this dude's number every time they play.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just because of the way Mercury views this game. Like I've talked to him about it, and the way he views this game is so different from the norm, but it's like it shows how much he cares and like wants to understand it. I feel like you see that in his gameplay as well.
I mean, look, he's catching those aggressive options on those platforms, using those disjoints. Not big disjoints, but disjoints nonetheless against MPG, playing through those projectiles. He literally just knows his matchup like the back of his hand.
Yeah, I feel like a big thing people struggle to do with MPG is like make it so he can't play his game. And I feel like Mercury's doing that very well right now. He's playing very patient while doing it, playing very hit by hit, trying to overextend. And I think that's working out for him pretty well right now.
Nice back air there on the ledge, however. Mercury trying to close this out here. MPG just trying to get back into really the hardest thing about MPG coming back from ledge is like trying to get that damage up. And of course, unfortunate recovery there. Now resetting that neutral. It's just getting that damage against Joker because his character is so slippery.
Yeah, and especially with his movement options with the gun, it can make him so hard to hit. And that's something Mercury I think does very well. He uses gun movement to make himself pretty elusive, pretty hard to catch. And I think it's showing right now as MPG's already lapped him in percent and is already a whole stock down.
Now he's firing back there with the leaf shield, trying to find a remnants of a combo right here. Arsene is online, and we just got to be careful. Obviously, those disjoints just got a lot bigger. Aegon coming out there too. Mercury up a full stock right now. Just trying his hardest to get back into this game, but he's not really getting any of his normal stuff, just getting like small pokes here and there.
Yeah, you're going to need something substantial at a certain point, but, before you can get those big hits, you have to worry about, at least from MPG's end, removing Arsene. Arsene's going to be pretty important. The fact that he's already gotten another Arsene this stock, a little scary, but he probably won't have it for the rest of it.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, obviously going to be harder for Mercury to close the stock out, now, but he's down a full stock, trying to get back into this game, trying to go deep for the back, but even then, Merc knows exactly what this guy's going for. He has the gun on lock, he knows this guy, okay, you're going to go for that deep edge guard. This is nothing new, man.
Yeah, and I love how he used the gun just to, like, push MPG away so he could survive offsuit even more.
Ooh, okay, all right, that was cute.
Very good down air, and that was kind of like, I feel like one of the big quote-unquote overcommitments Mercury made, and MPG punished it pretty well, but and Mercury firing right back, taking his stock, and now we're at 2 stocks to 1.
See, that's a comparison between Mercury and Beast, is that when they get comfortable, they get a little too comfortable, right? Like Merc going for that crazy stuff. He tried to find a stock in a little bit too of a fancy way and lost stock there too, but like he is in the zone. Like he needed that down there to humble him a little bit, because man, now he's up again, a full stock and some change. MPG just trying to fight out of the corner, but just not getting much started because he cannot find those big damage combos that he usually goes for.
Yeah, and I feel like Mercury in general, it's like playing like a lot slower slower pace than a lot of people do play against MPG. It's helping him react to a lot more of MPG's hits and make it so MPG's not able to carry his advantage as far. And if anything, Mercury's able to swing back a lot of the time. I mean, even now, so far, we haven't really seen MPG get anything big just because of how Mercury's been playing.
Oh, I see that too. Yeah, like you said, like MPG hasn't get anything started considering how Mercury's just constantly locking the stage down, getting with the Metal Blade, no pick up there. Mercury just waiting his turn, probably to find that fair one into a smash attack for the stock here. Setting up that wall there with the pellets.
Trying to hit him with the back air and just not being able to get much. Ooh, up air, but unfortunately not going to get much off of it. Mercury off stage.
Ooh, oh, that was okay.
Oh my gosh.
He sent him up. Oh, I like the idea behind that, though.
Yeah, I've never seen Mega Man do that before, but even though it didn't work out, he did end up getting the S smash to take it, and this could be MPG's time to make a comeback, especially because Mercury is only over halfway to Arsene, but I'm hoping get him out before then. 48%, and Arsene's on deck.
Oh, Arsene's online. It's going to be a lot easier for Merc to take the stock now. MPG looking for a punish here on the Crash Bomber, but not going to find that just yet. Back throw coming out from Merc, looking for an Aegon, looking for an edge guard here. MPG playing so passive this ledge with one mistake could spell doom.
He really needs to just wait out this Arsene, but unfortunately for him not being able to, getting hit by that Arsene back air. And taking game 1. And I feel like being able to take game 1 against MPG is so good because it just having more games to work with especially against someone who has all of these tricks up their sleeve, is so helpful.
The thing I like to think of MPG, right, is that, like, ironically, it works since he's like a robot, right, is that, like, it's really hard to play an uphill battle against MPG and Mega Man, considering all the projectiles, how he keeps you out. But on the cross side, it's so much harder for MPG to come back. Because, like, the thing that needs to get started, like, if his opponent's playing passive, he has to try and force his way in. Playing against a character like Joker, who's so slippery, like a smaller hurt box, and moving around so fast, it's just so much harder to get in and get your combo game started.
Yeah, and every, like, bad or, like, not optimal approach you have the chance of eating Joker advantage state and just how much he's able to get off it. Like, we're seeing right now, you know, he's won advantage twice and been able to get 40 off that, and it's pretty good. Ooh, barely missing the hard read F smash. Had the right idea, but unfortunately just barely had his timing off.
Oh, there we go. Again, Merc playing patiently there with that gun. That mixture of patient play and insane advantage states has been winning Mercury most of these interactions so far. Catching that roll in again there too. Pellets coming out. Down throw into back air. Nice little conversion there from MPG. Finally trying to feel himself out again. Of course, that invincibility on Arsene doing Mercury a lot of favors there.
Yeah, though, might not have our invincibility next time. Even though having Arsene is really good for this on-stage gameplay, if MPG does get a neutral when he is very susceptible, you know, getting down off stage, so he definitely has to do his best to not lose neutral. But starting his ledge trap up.
For the opening there and catching the jump with the forward air. Yeah, Merc just using that fear factor that Arsene very well there. Closing up that first stock against MPG. MPG just trying to find the landing there with the Z-drop in the Metal Blade. Of course, not going to find that just yet. Now Mercury already back in the driver's seat looking for an opening. Maybe getting a little too overzealous right now.
Yeah, not finding too many big hits right now. And almost dying off the top to the forward air. Wow. It feels like MPG's starting to, you know, get more data, understand what he's doing a little bit more, and is starting to make, you know, a comeback that he wasn't really able to make game one in terms of, you know, stock and percent deficit. But that easily could change as Mercury now does have Arsene on deck.
Oh, yes, Arsene's been so difficult for MPG to deal with considering the bigger hair boxes, and so much damage. The pickups from this just gets the damage all the way back up. It's just so hard for him to get back in. Already at 80%. Mercury trying to pick up there with the Aegon. Fine down throw into. We're not going to connect, but that falling back here. He's going to do it for MPG and using up that stock count right there.
Yeah, and I feel like MPG needs to be careful on his approaches right now, because I feel like so often, at least so far, has not been working out. But it's pretty hard with just Mercury, you know, nickel and diming with, you know, gun and AHA.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. See that too, though.
We're seeing the MPG start to hit some of the stuff we're more akin to seeing, though, these metal blade setups, these leaf shields. Slowly but surely, he is starting to figure things out, but it's definitely going to be, you know, a test of is it fast enough? Is it going to be enough?
Exactly. Is it too late in the set to be adapting? That's the question at hand. That's a question for a lot of sets. Obviously, MPG still even stock out right now, so you definitely could bring this game back. But the way Mercury's playing, he's playing around this Mega Man so well. Arsene on the cusp of coming out, so you got to be careful. Crash on Merc online too, with the reflection perfectly timed. Oh. And the back here off the extension on the downer. What a clean ending to that stock, and MPG on his final stock of winner's side.
Yeah, and starting off this basically a brand new stock with Arsene, get you some big damage, either by playing aggressive or by using your projectiles. We're going to have to see how Merc makes do, but we're going to see MPG definitely try to play around, that be a bit more evasive, because you really cannot afford to take Arsene damage right now.
Oh, there we go. Now Mercury just accentuating that lead as much as he can, stopping this Mega Man from getting comfortable. This is the thing I talk about when casting MPG all the time. He's playing at his worst when you're making him uncomfortable. You take him out of his comfort zone, and he starts getting confused. He can't find his Yonky Splunkies. He can't find his Z-drop, his shenanigans, where he starts fishing for pellets and just small bits of damage. But you can take that. You can take that all. You can, if anything, you're just building rage, and then you're just stopping him from getting his early percent combos.
Yeah, and specifically in this matchup, not only building rage, but also building percent, but not being able to get the Arsene in the stock. And I definitely agree with that. I feel like when MPG is uncomfortable, he's not getting as much as what he wants, and I feel like when you look at like endgame, it's like you're gonna be getting more than him in a lot of these scenarios, especially because how much damage he gets and how many setups he gets through those kills.
Definitely got a good point. Oh, look for the Rebels guard there again. Arsene about to come out, like we said too, jumping back on there with the back air. Mercury's movement, man, is just absolutely selling this set for him. playing perfectly around all these projectiles, taking damage on the chin. Arsene online here again. MPG's got to play perfectly here, or this could spell wrath for his Winterside Journey.
Up smash almost coming out, but Mercury getting a little bit antsy with this Arsene, and he needs to be very careful. Losing this Arsene would be very detrimental, and he has to find his KO without Arsene. But MPG has all this kill power. He's probably not going to get another one.
Ooh. You got to be careful here. Got to play patient again. Mercury realizing got way too overzealous there. Losing the Arsene. Trying to get back into this game. MPG playing perfectly with those pellets again. Now in the lead, being the trendsetter right now. Trying to stop. Ooh! Ooh! Yeah, I assume he went to pick up the Metal Blade and go for a backdash there. And of course was DIing the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Good call out there from MPG and bringing that game all the way back.
So now at this point, it's kind of scary because, MPG made it all the way back. He had a pretty good lead that game, too, and he ended up winning. So that means his adaptation is starting to be a lot more on point, and now it's something you have to keep, be aware a lot more of. So now if you're MPG, feeling a lot confident. I made that back. I know I can do this, especially with a fresh game. So it's definitely, I feel like now it's almost like a mental battle at this point. Is Mercury going to, start giving in?
And the thing, too, is, he was winning, almost the entirety of that game, right? It's just, the thing is that when you get way too comfortable, you're going, oh, I just find a down air and up smash and I win the game. Nope. You find it landing, MPG's expecting just that, and you lose the game. So you just got to realize, you got to stick to your guns, use that movement like you have been the entire time, and just keep winning like you have been.
Okay. Yeah, keep the game plan that you've been winning with the entire time. I feel like so many people will just drop the game plan because they're confident that they don't need it anymore, but in reality, that's the exact stuff you need to keep your game plan, and if Mercury doesn't keep that game plan, this could very spell from almost a quick 2-0 to a 2-1 win for MPG.
Yeah, very well put. And now she's rolling back on there. Oh, nice conversion there. Down air into forward air. Oh, my, into a back air. What a conversion from MPG.
Yeah.
Very clean stock.
And now, for the first time this set, you're the one who's down. Mm-hmm. You're the one who now has to make it back against MPG, who, honestly, at this point can probably start playing his game. Whole strategy of playing slow, nickel and diming doesn't work as effectively now because of the fact that you're not up. Mm-hmm. If you start taking a bunch of percent, even if you take the stock, that's percent you deal with after, and it's scary.
Oh yeah, MPG definitely getting a lot more comfortable right now, getting those up airs in when he needs to in the center stage. Mercury trying to fight back there, using that Aegon to avoid that Metal Blade. We're trying to pick up there the up air, not going to find that just yet. MPG playing very perfectly evasively right now. Oh, unfortunately, the Arsene going out at the wrong moment. The patience, but still going to find that back air at a shield.
Basically having a setup for the next Arsene does seem good, but Mercury's going to take the stock soon, so we can have Arsene for ideally maybe end of this stock, beginning of next, to maybe want to start building that comeback. But MPG definitely knows this. He's definitely going to try to maybe give you Arsene now and just play keep away as long as he can.
Yeah, definitely be a very good strategy right now. MPG just trying to accentuate the damage as much as he can. Arsene online. Mercury needs to close the stock out now if he wants to stay in this game. Be comfortable. That Aegon still not going to do it. Looking to find the edge guard here. The MPG super evasive off stage. Oh, but still able to make it back. Nice reflection there with their THUR.
Ooh. MPG at a lot of percent, pretty heavy robot, 180, but Arsene backer being able to take it. You do have a little bit of Arsene, but I'll be honest, it doesn't really look like you're going to be able to get much off of it, considering, invincibility, along with pellets.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he finds the one. He got his one. That's fine. Yes! We got 20% off of a halfway across the stage.
Why does it do so much? I have to know.
I don't have.
I don't even mind the initial damage. Just why does it take so much?
It's okay. He needs it. It's okay. But now Mercury fighting his way back down at 135. Really just struggling. MPG looks like getting comfortable now. Now he's sitting on top of the hill. He is the king of the hill, and he's looking really comfortable doing so.
Yeah, and barely avoiding that backer. But now, you need to usurp the king. You need to knock him down a peg, because if you don't do that soon, with all that power he has, it's gonna be hard. And now we're just seeing the king get even more power, 52%. Mercury on a fresh stock. It is looking a little rough right now. You're gonna definitely have to find your way in. Honestly, I think you're gonna have to try to find a way to get this stock without Arsene, which Mercury has getting a lot of value off of.
Oh yeah, honestly, he's shown before that he doesn't need Arsene to take stocks. It's going to be a lot harder, considering the weird weight of Mega Man 2. That's not going to close it out, but man, again, an insane edge guard from MPG, playing in his zone right now, using those projectiles to keep Mercury out of that perfect mid-range. Mercury finding the decent damage, keeping the game relatively close. It's just closing said stocks out against Mega Man. It's the hardest part, considering all the stuff he's throwing in his face.
Yeah, and luckily he hasn't been too bothered by this stock, having not taken that much. Ooh, Metal Blade. Okay, he made it back. But Now you have Arsene, and this is the time where you really need to keep up that play of not getting hit, but also trying to hit him.
You need to close the stock out now. This is your perfect moment. Arsene online, you can find a falling, a bear, or just a smash tag of any sorts that close the stock out, put it back into your favor. We'll see again playing really patiently here around these platforms. MPG looking to whittle this down and hang on the stock as long as he can. Nice air dodge there again. Since still not gone away. Man, and this is looking so much harder for Mercury to bring us back.
Yeah, he's gonna, like, now he just probably won't, he might just not get Arsene for the rest of this game, so he's gonna have to find, you know, his moments, but I feel like MBG has just not been giving him it. He's been playing so evasive and just playing around Mercury's tools so well.
Ooh. Looking for the back of there, nice upbeat to avoid that from MPG. Catching the jump there again with the Z-drop Metal Blade, playing fantastically at this ledge. Mercury getting locked down right now.
Mega Man at 150 full rage, and Mercury just not being able to, you know, get the hits he needs to. I feel like back air, you know, has been really good this set, just hasn't been sealing stocks like used to in the beginning.
Ooh! Oh, looking for the Rebels guard on the downer. Not going to find that just yet, but I like the idea. Mercury just trying anything in his power to take the stock, somehow bring this back. Arsene almost online, because it could be huge if you take the stock now before Arsene comes online.
Yeah.
But, oh, the perfect timing!
My gosh.
That could be huge.
That could be just the shift of momentum that Mercury needs.
Before he loses the stock, there's the upper, but a back throw. For MPG, he's not going to close it out just yet. Ooh. Oh my god, Mercury's playing so... Oh!
The
yeah.
patience from MPG, just waiting for the overcommitment of the down tilt to take that stock.
Yep. I mean,